Now that relations with the communist-led country of Cuba have softened, what's a curious but conscience-laden traveler to do? There are ways to support the Cuban people without supporting the Cuban regime. But if you're among those who can go but feel conflicted, here are some suggestions from travel agents, tour coordinators, and others who have traveled to the island. Instead of booking a room at a hotel, consider staying with a local family in casas particulares. These casas are like bed and breakfasts, and Airbnb, the popular online home rental service, is now booking in Cuba. Family-run eateries called paladares offer alternatives to state-run restaurants and are typically inside someone's home. Your host, hotel concierge, or travel agent can tell you where to find the eateries. State-run taxis are yellow and black, but Havana streets are also filled with privately run cabs. Look for the taxi sign on top of a refurbished classic 1950s American Fords and Chevys, as well as Soviet-era cars. Except for resorts or private property, Cuba's beaches are public and free. At Playa Girón, there's a museum that tells the story of the 1961 Bay of Pigs invasion. And a must is walking along the historic seafront walkway called El Malecón, the iconic image of Cuba. Your host can give you a real insider's guide to other local things to do as well. If you have or had relatives living in Cuba, reconstruct your family tree and learn about their way of life. This could mean getting addresses and visiting the former home of a parent, a park, or a movie theater where relatives spent time. Unless you convert your US dollars to another currency like the euro or Canadian dollars before you fly out, you will be handing over extra cash over to the Cuban government. In 2004, Cuba began adding an extra 10% tax for conversions to US currency to the Cuban convertible peso, or CUC. Another thing that can help assuage any misgivings, bring items that you can leave behind for your host at a casa particular. Many Cubans are in short supply of everyday supplies like toothpaste or towels, vitamin D, clothes, or any books you may have packed for your trip. For SunSentinel.com, I'm Rolando Otero.